NBA Week 11 Recap, Top Games and Individual Performances, 2024-25 season. Welcome back to Dish Hoops. In today's video, we're diving into our recap of NBA Week 11, covering the action from December 30th, 2024 to January 5th, 2025. This week featured some thrilling matchups and standout performances that had fans buzzing. We'll start by highlighting the top 5 games that defined this week of action before diving into the individual performances that stole the show, including stars like Anthony Edwards and CJ McCollum. So, let's jump right in and relive the excitement of Week 11. Game 5, Hornets vs. Bulls. Starting off our list at number 5, we have the matchup between the Charlotte Hornets and the Chicago Bulls on December 30th. The final score was the Hornets 108, the Bulls 115. This game was a thrilling contest that showcased both teams' determination. The Bulls came out strong, led by their star players, who stepped up when it mattered most. Kobe White scored 23 points, grabbed 9 assists, and 10 rebounds. The Hornets fought valiantly and kept the game competitive, but ultimately fell short in overtime. Despite the loss, Miles Bridges had a standout performance for the Hornets, scoring 31 points, 8 assists, and 12 rebounds. His vision on the court kept Charlotte in the game longer than expected. Game 4, Heat vs. Pacers. At number 4 on our list is the clash between the Miami Heat and the Indiana Pacers on January 2nd. The Pacers took this one with a commanding score of 128-115. This game was significant for both teams as they aimed to solidify their standings in the Eastern Conference. The Pacers displayed a well-rounded offensive attack throughout the night. Tyrese Halliburton orchestrated the offense beautifully, distributing the ball effectively and scoring when needed. His ability to navigate through defenses created numerous open shots for his teammates as he scored 33 points and grabbed 15 assists. On defense, Indiana's ability to disrupt Miami's rhythm was crucial. They forced turnovers and capitalized on fast break opportunities, which kept their momentum going. The Heat struggled to find their footing against a determined Pacers squad that executed their game plan flawlessly. Game 3, Wizards vs. Bulls. The Wizards vs. the Bulls on January 1st is sliding into our third spot. The Wizards won decisively, 125-107. This game was pivotal for both teams as they sought to improve their records heading into January. The Wizards came out firing on all cylinders, showcasing their offensive depth. Jordan Poole led the charge with an impressive scoring performance of 30 points. This win provided a much-needed boost for Washington as they looked to gain momentum in their season. Game 2, Mavericks vs. Cavaliers. Our runner-up this week is the exciting matchup between the Dallas Mavericks and Cleveland Cavaliers on January 3rd. The Cavaliers claimed victory with a score of 134-122 in what turned out to be an offensive showcase. Evan Mobley's explosive scoring ability highlighted the Cavaliers' performance. He lit up the scoreboard and demonstrated why he is currently one of the best players in the league, scoring 34 points and grabbing 4 assists. In addition to Mobley's performance, Darius Garland contributed significantly with his playmaking and shooting from beyond the arc. The Mavericks struggled defensively to contain Cleveland's fast-paced offense, which allowed them to build an early lead that they maintained throughout the game. Game 1, Kings vs. Grizzlies. Finally, topping our list at number 1 is the thrilling encounter between the Sacramento Kings and Memphis Grizzlies on January 3rd, in which the Kings triumphed with a score of 138-133. This game had everything: intensity, skillful plays, and a dramatic finish. This matchup featured incredible performances from both teams as they traded baskets throughout 4 quarters. Malik Monk was the top performer for the Sacramento Kings, with 31 points and 6 assists. DeMar DeRozan scored 29 points, while De'Aaron Fox also played a crucial role with his 23 points. As we approached the final minutes of this high-scoring affair, every possession counted. The Grizzlies fought hard with Jalen Wells, 30 points, Jaren Jackson Jr., 28 points, and Desmond Bane, 22 points. However, Sacramento's resilience ultimately secured them this nail-biting victory. Now that we've covered the thrilling games of Week 11, it's time to shift our focus to the standout players who truly shined during this action-packed week. Individual performances often steal the spotlight, and this week was no exception. From explosive scoring to incredible all-around play, several players delivered unforgettable moments that left fans in awe. Let's dive into the top 5 individual performances from NBA Week 11. 5. Cade Cunningham, Pistons vs Timberwolves. Kicking off our list at number 5 is Cade Cunningham from the Detroit Pistons. On January 4th, Cunningham played a pivotal role in leading his team to victory against Anthony Edwards' Timberwolves. He scored 40 points and contributed 9 assists and 6 rebounds for a final score of 119-105. Cunningham's leadership on the court was evident as he guided his team through tough stretches of the game. His ability to score efficiently while distributing the ball helped secure this important win for Detroit. 4. Karl Anthony Towns, Bulls vs Knicks. Coming in at number 4 is Karl Anthony Towns of the New York Knicks. In a high-scoring affair against the Chicago Bulls on January 4th, Towns scored an impressive 44 points while grabbing 16 rebounds and dishing out 5 assists. Unfortunately for Towns, despite his stellar performance, the Knicks lost the game with a final score of 139-126. Towns showcased his all-around game, dominating both inside and outside the paint. His rebounding gave his team second chance opportunities, but it wasn't enough to overcome their defensive struggles in this matchup. 3. Nikola Jokic, Spurs vs Nuggets. At number 3, we have Nikola Jokic from the Denver Nuggets. On January 4th, Jokic faced off against the San Antonio Spurs and delivered a near triple-double with 46 points, 9 rebounds, and 10 assists. The Nuggets secured a convincing win with a score of 122-111. Jokic's versatility was on full display as he scored and facilitated plays for his teammates. His ability to read defenses and make smart passes makes him one of the most valuable players in the league today. This performance further solidified his position as a frontrunner for MVP honors this season. 2. CJ McCollum, Pelicans vs Wizards. Next up is CJ McCollum of the New Orleans Pelicans. On January 3rd, McCollum led his team to victory against the Washington Wizards with a phenomenal 50 points. In addition to his scoring, he added 3 rebounds and 2 assists to his stat line. The Pelicans won this matchup 132-120, largely thanks to McCollum's explosive offensive display. McCollum's ability to create his shot was evident as he navigated through defenders and found open looks. His performance was crucial in maintaining the Pelicans' momentum during the game, proving once again why he is one of the league's most dynamic guards. 1. Anthony Edwards, Pistons vs Timberwolves. Finally, we arrive at our top individual performance of the week, Anthony Edwards of the Minnesota Timberwolves. On January 4th, he faced off against the Detroit Pistons and delivered an incredible performance. Edwards scored a staggering 53 points, showcasing his scoring ability and offensive prowess. He also contributed 6 rebounds and 2 assists, but despite his efforts, the Timberwolves fell short with a final score of 119-105. Edwards' scoring display was not just about volume but also about efficiency. He hit key shots throughout the game, keeping his team in contention even when the odds were against them. His performance reminds him of his potential as a future superstar in this league. And that concludes our recap of NBA Week 11. We highlighted some incredible matchups, showcasing incredible competition and drama, and the standout individual performances that left a lasting impression. We also celebrated remarkable individual performances from players like Anthony Edwards and CJ McCollum. Each of these moments contributed to an unforgettable week of basketball. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like and subscribe for more basketball insights. Let us know your thoughts on this week's games and performances in the comments below. Until next time, keep enjoying the game.